Hi guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. So we're doing another week in the life this week. It's still gonna be just me studying. We got that NCLEX soon, so we are just grinding out my study days. I hope to give myself a little bit more grace and a little bit more breaks this week. I think I did a little too much last week and found myself really overwhelmed by Friday evening. It sounds like a cat is getting into something she's not going to be able to get herself out of. And I can see her in a box. Sissy, can you get out? I might have to go grab her in a second. But yeah, welcome back to my channel. We're studying this week. It snowed in Colorado and it's supposed to snow all week, so I think we're gonna have a very chill week at home. I do need to eventually get myself to Ulta this week. I ran out of my Briogeo shampoo and stuff, and I have a gift card from Christmas that I want to use there. Let's see here. I think that's about it. I don't think we have a whole lot planned out or anything, but hopefully we can make a fun little productive week out of it for y'all. But yeah, it is currently 11:19. We had a very productive morning. I cleaned up after the gym a little bit, made Josh his breakfast, ate mine, got my juices in, we showered, we got ready, and I'm sitting down. I want to make some note cards and something I'm doing, and I'll go over this in another video if and whenever I pass my NCLEX. Let's hope I pass it this next time around because I'm so fucking sick of studying. But something that I've been doing is I took all of the notes I took for Mark K's lecture and I've condensed them into note cards so they're a little bit more straight and to the point. And then I'm also still doing my UWorld practice questions. And then Friday, maybe Saturday, I think actually. Saturday, I signed up for the Princeton review questions, which I will link down below the link to it. It's free, and there's so many free questions, and you get like a long access to it. And I think even if I fail my NCLEX this time around, I'm not going to renew my UWorld. I really feel like I've gotten the best use out of it. So I think I'm ready to move on to Princeton review. But yeah, that's all I'm doing. I'm going to sit here and turn what's left of my lecture notes from Mark K into some note cards. And then I want to take, I want to do at least 25 to 50 NCLEX questions today. And then this evening I have one exam, like self-assessment exam that they have on UWorld. And the 14-day access, you get like 14 days to it, so that expires tonight. So I want to get that done just to see where I'm at. But yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm gonna put Harry Potter on. If you guys are the OGs, you know study days from home require Harry Potter. So that's what we're gonna do. And welcome to my channel. I hope you guys enjoy this week's vlog. Okay, so it has been a minute. It is now 1:40 and I am about to cook some lunch. I think I'm just gonna do some gluten-free pasta with some of my dairy-free butter, and I might throw like a little bit of cheese on there, but I'm kind of just craving like a buttered noodle. I might throw some of my dairy-free parm on top if I do decide to do cheese. So, yum. Just ate and it was good. I ended up making, we had leftover beef stew that we made for the snowstorms this weekend, so I just finished those leftovers, and then maybe we'll make some butter noodles tonight. That's loud. Yeah, I'm also making some French press coffee that I'm going to turn into an iced coffee. I feel like I'm hitting that little weird midday bump, and I still got to vibe out and, you know, get through the rest of my note cards so that I can take a practice exam and do some questions before I have to leave for Taylor's for the batch. So super fun. But yeah, I'm going to hopefully wake up a little bit with this coffee. Okay, I look like a little old lady. What is going on with my hair? I just finished batch with Tay. It's like 9:30. We are always so late because her TV lags, and so I wait and pause mine until she can catch up. But I'm about to go wash my face and get in bed, but I wanted to fill up my water bottle. I did so much today, and I took my UWorld assessment exam. I'm feeling good about passing my NCLEX, but I still just like don't have confidence. And I was watching this girl's video on TikTok, and she was basically just talking about how like it's just going to be an exam that you're never going to truly feel prepared for. And I think that's my case, and I think I just have a lot of insecurity towards it because of, obviously I failed the first time, you know, so I'm kind of panicking on the inside. But yeah, I have to be up at like 5 in the morning because I have to leave here at like 5:20 because I have bar at 5:45. I do not know why I let Taylor let me think that that was something I wanted to do, because it's definitely at this moment in my life not. But that's the tea. Does anyone want to come inside? I'm gonna wash my face, go get in bed.
Wow, Sissy, you like Sven's bed? Good job. Good job, Sissy. Oh yeah, that feels good. Hi, Sven. Are we going on a walk?
We're going this way.
We're going to go this way.
Okay, guys. I don't think I talked. Have you heard me talk to the camera today?
You haven't said anything all day.
Really?
No, you've been talking.
I feel like
a
I
lot,
said a lot.
actually.
We're on a walk, a happy, dappy little family. I've been studying all day. I love the Princeton review way more than UWorld, and it's free, so that's good. Yeah, kind of mentally unstable right now, but what can you do?
Come.
It's like 4:40, and we've just been chilling on the couch. I've been studying. Josh has literally been doing nothing.
I'm taking a nap.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
But we are, like I said, and this is the 3rd time, we are on a walk.
Where are you going with this?
I don't know. I just want to say hi to the vlog because I haven't talked to you guys since basically last night because I kept forgetting to film today. Obviously there's not a lot of the day left, and I'm probably going to spend it going through my newer note cards and review. I'm done with practice questions for the day. I did probably almost 200 today, and I'm over it. So we're gonna make some stir fry for dinner, and then I think I'm going to taste for batch. I keep thinking I want to, but then when I actually get close to it, I like have anxiety because I want to stay at home and study. But I think I'm gonna force myself because I think I need social interaction. And hopefully Tay can just help me study during commercial breaks. And obviously we need to figure out the drum that happens on the batch tonight, because that's priorities in life. And basically that's my night. And yeah, I hope you guys are vibing out there. We are home from our walk. Kind of messy in here, so Josh is going to pick up and I'm going to stick to my break of studying because I need a break. And I'm gonna edit a vlog for you guys, and hopefully I can have it up for you guys tomorrow night. Fingers crossed. I think it's a weekend vlog. Yeah, I think it's a weekend vlog, and then I have another week in life. Skipped last weekend. Or this past weekend. Yeah, okay. So it's gonna be a week in the life, or it's gonna be a weekend in the life and Tay's birthday and all of that. And it'll be posted so you guys can go check it out. But yeah, I'm just going to edit and hopefully have a video for you guys this week. I finished editing the vlog I wanted to edit. I'm going to get it uploaded and scheduled to post, and then tomorrow I'll go in and add all of my links and stuff. But I'm going to add it in my planner to make it go live. And then hopefully Thursday I can edit, I'm gonna add this. Edit the week in the life I was talking about too. Yeah, then hopefully Thursday I can edit the week in the life, have that up to you guys, for you guys by the weekend, and then we'll be on track again since I got a little behind. I studied so much last week and I did not dedicate any time to YouTube like I planned. So anyways, it's almost 7, it's 6:52, eating a little late dinner, but we gotta get rid of these green beans. And I'm gonna use some carrots, and we are gonna do a little stir fry. Ooh, baby, can you get down the air fryer for these? I'm gonna have you cook these and I'll do the rest. And we're air frying some of these vegetable spring rolls that we get from Costco. They're delicioso. Then for our other ingredients, I'm gonna do this white jasmine rice that we get from Trader Joe's. And then for my veggies, I like to cut them up in little bite-sized pieces. So I'm gonna cut these once I get my rice going. Hi guys, so it's actually been a few days since I've talked to you guys. I think my last day of filming that vlog, or this vlog, was Tuesday, and today's Monday, March 14th, so it's been a minute, but I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know that I did end up taking my NCLEX on Thursday, March 10th, and I found out on Saturday that I passed, and I'm just like so thrilled. I'm over the moon. I have like just this weight that's been lifted off my shoulders and my chest and my heart. Like everything on me has just felt so at ease, which I haven't felt in like weeks now. So I'm just really excited to let you guys know that. It's something that still I'm like super emotional about, and it almost kind of doesn't feel real. I like had a screenshot the pass on my quick results. I like had to screenshot it and keep looking at the picture to be like, nope, I still pass. Okay, we're good. I even went to my profile a few times the day I found out, and just to make sure that it still said pass, because I was just like in such disbelief and just like so overwhelmingly happy about it. But yeah, with that being said, I just kind of wanted to share some things that I did this time differently and more of, and just all of that, and kind of go over kind of what I did last time. I did make a video last time explaining the few days I had before my exam last time that really hurt my mental status going into the exam, so that was really devastating, and I'll link that video here if you guys want to check any of that out. But yeah, we'll go ahead and start off with all of my little study stuff that I did. If you guys watched the parts leading up to this, I did cover a lot of the things that I was doing. Same with the last week's vlog, which was posted right before this vlog. But I shared everything that I was doing as I was doing it. I did go back to UWorld. One thing I did not do my first time around was give myself enough time. I think I tried giving myself like 2 weeks, but it was like, I would say that I ended up doing probably a little less than a week last time, and all of it was only devoted to just listening to the Mark K lectures and taking notes. And then I would end the day with like, I don't know, like 15, 30 practice questions. I really wasn't doing a whole lot of practice questions because I was dedicating so much time to the Mark K lectures. And then before I knew it, I had made it to my last day of studying, and I had to take my NCLEX the next day. And obviously that was not good because I failed. So that's what I did last time. This time I did not re-listen to the Mark K lectures, but I did take my notes and I condensed them into note cards because that's something that really works for me. And I went over them and I ended up being like, okay, I'm good at this Mark K stuff. It's not really like this kind of information that I'm struggling on. And then another thing that I did was I was answering anywhere between 50 to 75 to 100 questions a day. My goal was always 100, but there were some days where I would just get hit to 50 or 75 and then just go over all the questions that I had already done and written down. And like I shared in last week's vlog, I was doing the 100 practice questions and I was writing down all the answers and rationales for each answer, like why they weren't right, and all that stuff. And I found that way more helpful, and I was like kicking myself that I didn't do that the first time around, because honestly that was like the biggest help for me out of any of the study techniques that I've done, was just writing it down. And then like in future questions I would like remember certain things from writing those things down from previous questions, that it would help me a lot more. So that is one thing I definitely recommend. Like I said, turn all my Mark K lecture stuff into note cards, and in the end of it I was like, this still isn't helping me. A lot of my Mark K stuff wasn't on either exam. It was still, at the end of the day, a lot of stuff that I still didn't know on the NCLEX. And I want to say that the biggest help to me was that I did so many practice questions and triggered some old memories from school and just stuff like that, that I was able to recollect things on my second exam for the NCLEX, and I found that really helpful. UWorld is really hard. I think that the questions, at least from my point of view, I think we're all allowed our opinions, but I think UWorld's questions were a lot tougher than both of my NCLEX times. And honestly, on both exams, they went back to a lot of basics. And because I was so deep into like the in-depth information, like what Mark K goes over and stuff like that, that I kind of overlooked some of the basics that you learn in like just simple health assessment or foundations or something like that, you know? So I definitely recommend going back and like just looking at the basics and just making sure, like, I don't know, like I got like a weird amount of like ear and eye questions, and I was like, I haven't looked at the anatomy of an ear since probably my first and second quarter of nursing school. Like it's just been so, it's just like stuff like that. And for me, I couldn't remember a lot, or even if I did remember, I was so insecure that I didn't remember enough of it that I would like choke on an answer. So I would definitely recommend going back to the basics, and I think that really helped me build my confidence. I'll show you my note cards. One thing I've also always struggled on is my medications. That's just always been a thing for me. So what I would do is I turned all of the medications that Mark K goes over into note cards, and then I actually had found a NCLEX like pharmacology, what's it called, like Quizlet, and I'll link it down below for you guys. And I thought that was super helpful. I turned all of those medications into note cards as well. Obviously with the Mark K stuff, I didn't turn all of his stuff into note cards because a lot of it I knew that I was confident on and didn't need to go over it. So a lot of this is like medications and pharmacology stuff, and from that Quizlet I'm sharing with you guys. And what I would do is I added on stuff that I got from UWorld through those medications as well onto those note cards. And I think that really helped me like gain a lot of confidence. But again, at the end of the day, like the NCLEX really does give you a lot of questions that like you still don't know. And I think what helped me the most was learning to practice answering questions that I don't know through UWorld. And then I'm about to go over a different question platform that I actually enjoy way more than UWorld. But I wanted to show you guys all of this stuff. So I do have these Stephanie Beggs pharmacology printouts. I actually had these printed out for my last quarter of nursing school for like one of my last pharmacology exams, and I totally forgot about it. It's been hidden away in all my stuff, and I had a subscriber reach out and offer to send me some of this stuff, and when I opened her email I was like, holy crap, I have that. Like, why am I not looking at this stuff? So I looked over the medications of that because I think the way she has them like lined up and organized I think is really awesome, and I condensed these into note cards if they weren't already part of the note cards that I made from the Quizlet. Then these are all the papers of all of the questions, from UWorld and Princeton Review, which is what I'm about to go over with you guys all over. I only wrote down things that I genuinely was answering wrong and like had no idea about or had no memory of, or just wanted to make sure that I could, like, you know, get that fresh in my head. The only questions I didn't write down were the ones that I got right, and I knew that, like, I was confident, I knew no matter what, like, that was right, that kind of thing. But now I want to talk to you guys about Princeton Review, which ended up being, like, I swear to you guys, I feel, and I genuinely am saying this, I feel like I passed because of the, like, using Princeton Review. It's free, first of all. I signed up over the weekend leading up to the week of my NCLEX exam. I stopped doing UWorld and only did UWorld Monday night for my last, like, the self-assessment exam that, like, kind of tells you, like, how good you would do. And I got borderline, so I was like, okay, I'm upset about it. And then I started in Princeton Review on Friday, the week before. And holy cow, so they give you drills. Each drill has 20 questions. It's in test format, so you don't get to see anything until the end. It gives you rationales just for, like, your answer, basically. And it's incredible. It goes over all of the areas that the NCLEX tests you on. And, like, they have one for, like, all the safety stuff, all the management stuff. Like, it's incredible. I did every single drill. And if I didn't do good the first time, I would do it again, and I would do it again until I got 100 each time. And drilling that into my head and then writing that stuff down as well as I went, and then adding what I was finding from that, like I did from UWorld, onto my note cards was so helpful. I definitely think I did a little an aggressive amount. Like, I feel like, again, like, at the end of the day, you can do all of this stuff. But it really comes down to really teaching yourself and learning how to answer the questions. And I definitely think that doing those practice questions really helped me. And Princeton Review really took me back to a lot of basics that I had looked over. This time I had such a different, like, amount of confidence because of the practice questions and everything that I had done through Princeton Review. So I definitely recommend, and it's free, and I think that is so crazy cool. Definitely recommend Princeton Review. This time around, I gave myself around 2.5 weeks. I'm someone personally that if I overstudy, I get really overwhelmed and I burn out really easily, and I forced myself to have breaks. I am so bad at allowing myself to take a break in between studying, which sucks because in nursing school, there were some quarters where I'd get a really good balance of it, and then I would just, like, jump back into, like, that anxiety, like, you're a bad person, like, you need to study, like, you're not gonna pass, like, stuff like that. So there's that. I do have to say I've heard really great things, and this guide actually really helped me through nursing school in general. But this is Your Nursing Educator on Instagram, Pass the NCLEX Study Guide. And if you're struggling with how you want to manage your time, or if you need more than 2 weeks, or you need more than a month, or you need less than 2 weeks, or whatever the time frame might be for your specific needs in studying, she gives a calendar and tells you, like, different ways to organize it. And I think that's incredible. And then her stuff also I took some notes from, because a lot of this goes back to, again, those basics that I kind of took away from failing my first exam when I was like, I should have known that. I learned that quarter one of nursing school. So I just went through here and kind of took some stuff and put it into some of my note cards. And that was really helpful. Again, I still feel like you can do all of the studying in the world, but you still have to know how to answer these questions, because, again, I had so many questions that I really felt like I was guessing on, and I was just using these test strategies. And also at the end of her packet, it has test taking strategies, and that's some of the tips and tricks that I was using. What I did this time too is every time I got a question, I'd read it, I'd read my answers, and then I'd be like, this is a safety exam. what would I do if I was the safest nurse in this situation? And I truly believe that that helped me narrow my answers down to 2, first of all, and then helped me choose between the 2 I narrowed down to. So I definitely recommend a lot of those tips and tricks. But yeah, I just also want to finish this by saying that I think that the pressure to pass and be successful in 75 questions is a crock of shit. I think that it takes a lot of confidence from really anxious test takers when we pass 75 and we don't do good, or we pass 100 and we're still not done. So I just want to let you guys know, my first time taking the exam, my exam ended at 83 questions, which basically meant I was doing so bad that like they couldn't even give me any more questions. So they stopped me at 83. And then this time they stopped me at 145. And then the first time I also had no select all that applies, and the second time I had over 50, which I've heard that the more select all applies that you have, the better you're doing, but I would take that with a grain of salt. Like, I don't know how accurate that is, but I did have a lot more my second time around. I noticed a lot more difficult questions my second time around after answering a certain amount of questions that I felt good that I was answering them right. So yeah, that is just something I really want to talk about, because obviously I think it's incredible when people are like, how I passed my NCLEX in 75 questions and passing my NCLEX in 75 questions. And I think that's super cool, but I feel like not everyone passes in 75 questions, and I don't think that anyone should ever be ashamed of not passing in 75 questions. At first I was like, oh my god, like 145, I probably failed. And then I passed, and I was like, okay, that does not define me as a nurse. We, all of us, and like no matter what you score at, like we are all going to make really kick-ass, amazing, caring, safe nurses at the end of the day. We just can't let a number or an exam like this define how good of a nurse we're going to be in our future. So yeah, I also wanted to end this by saying thank you guys so much for how supportive you guys have been. A lot of people are like, how did you pick yourself back up after failing the first time? And I have to say, like, I am someone who just kind of like throws crap out the window, and I'm like, whatever, I just gotta move on. I can't do this. If it's not gonna bug me in 5 years, I'm not gonna let it bug me for 5 more minutes. But I have to say, a huge thing was how incredibly resourceful and helpful and kind and encouraging so many of you were in the comments. I got over 150 DMs of people giving me like their love, giving me their support, giving me advice, offering to email tools that they use. Like, it was incredible, and that gave me such a better confidence this time around, just knowing that I wasn't the only one to ever fail the first time, to have people that also were in my same shoes, and we kind of just like had this really supportive community there, and it meant the world to me. So I just really wanted to thank you guys for being the support system that you are and have been since day one. It's crazy that there's so many of you who have been here since I was like a CNA before nursing school, and you guys are here, and now I'm at this point in my life where I graduated, I'm married, I passed my NCLEX, I'm hopefully starting my nursing job in the next couple months. Like, it's just so incredible, and I'm just so grateful. I just want to say thank you guys so much. I really, like, I'm getting emotional. But I really love you guys so much, and I just couldn't be more grateful for you guys. But yeah, I love you guys so much. I hope you can take anything away from this. If not, hopefully just some confidence for your first or second or whatever time you're retaking this exam. And I really believe you all are going to pass and do really incredible things in the nursing world. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.